पौरखी नेपालीलाई सम्पन्न बनाउने सोचका साथ अघि बढ्दै सेन्चुरी कमर्सियल ब्याङ्क सरल ब्याङ्किङ सबैका लागि.
I'm working for projects for the FFIB and Holland, the Dutch Federation, has a relationship to Nepal, and this they brought together and they asked me. It was free and available for a 3-month project here in Nepal and to coach and practice with the national men's team. And I thought that would be a great challenge. Complete different world and complete different culture. I have luck that there were already 2 Dutch coaches here, Matt van Wezel and Leslie de Jong. So they informed me about it and they made me only more enthusiastic.
So how well aware are you about volleyball in Nepal? Because it is our national sport right now, and before you we had another Dutch coach as well. So what kind of assessment have you done before taking this assignment?
What you are asking and telling now, I have to experience now. My assessment was more, I went to the coaches, I went to Peter van Tarel, the official of the Dutch Federation, and they made me enthusiastic. And now I have to experience, how they are working here, what is the history of the sport here, what is the culture. For sure you will have an outdoor volleyball culture, and this you have to bring into indoor when you want to play indoor competition. With it I had some experience where I was 3 months at the Solomon Islands. They have the same, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's not. It's also for me a new experience and a new challenge.
And like you said, the culture of playing volleyball largely outside is indoors. It's a different kind of surface, different kind of atmosphere. But in Nepal we have very limited covered halls, right? So how are you planning to reach out to rural Nepal as well? But because you have a very limited time, which is 3 months, and how do you plan to explore the entire of Nepal when it comes to the sport of volleyball?
So first of all, I'm here now to prepare the national team and to learn more about Nepal volleyball. In these 3 months I will not be able to visit all kind of villages and look if there are players. I think that would be a good project. I did the same in the Solomon Islands, just to point out talented players. And when you go to the villages, you will see a lot of talented players, and you have to learn them to practice and you have to learn them to play. My experience with the Solomon Islands had 3-4 very good players. They could play first league in Holland, or they could play in Europe. Only their unforced errors is very high. They are not thinking about making net mistake or passing the line, or so. This is not so difficult to learn. And when they are eager, you can work with them. But now in these 3 months, and they have a squad now about 25 players, and out of these 25 players will take the best 12 to 14 players for the tournament. And this is my main goal now for these 3 months. It would be too much to have this highlight in the end of August and traveling around. That's too much.
And what is your objective? Where do you want to finish with the Nepal's national men's team in that tournament?
First of all, I have to see them. And so this afternoon I will look practice, and tomorrow the Nepal coaches will do the practice, and I will just look at what is the level, how do they practice, what's my opinion, what do I see. After that I will get in charge as the first coach, and I will try where possible to improve or to adjust. And for sure they do a lot of things already good, but which I saw also in YouTube games, and then we have to go to the match to the tournament. And for me this is a closed box. I do not know the team, so I will ask the coaches which information they can give me about our opponents. And So, and if they have information that will help me, if not, we have to be prepared to work and adjust during the game, maybe our own game.
Since you come from a very rich volleyball background, you have experience with most of the talented European countries, teams, players and clubs. So you also have this background of resources and knowledge from the International Volleyball Federation, obviously. So in the next 3 months, which we think is quite a short period of time, what changes do you plan to implement and achieve with the team that we have?
This question you have to ask me in 2 weeks again, because now first I have to get an idea of how they are working. What is the strength of the team? What is the weakness of the team? And when I look to YouTube, I can see there are good jumpers. I see sometimes that they have, for example, in the blocking, that they have not so much discipline in the system they are blocking. So, but it's just what I saw on YouTube. So, but the most important thing that I experienced that with them in the hall, then I will sit down with the coaches and with the players. What can we improve in these 3 months? And then we have to take 2 or 3 or 4 things we will try to improve. You cannot do everything in 3 months.
With over 25 years of experience that you come with, how confident are you of upgrading the level of Nepalese volleyball?
My experience is that I'm good in helping and improving players. But first of all, it starts with the players themselves. They have to do it. They have to be motivated for it. They have to be open-minded to do changes. When I try to adjust a little bit and a player doesn't want to change, it will be very hard. So we have to find, in these first 2 weeks, get a relation, and from this relation we can start to improve and to adjust the volleyball.
So are there chances or possibilities of Nepal grabbing any medal at the Asian Central Zone Championship?
I cannot tell now, because I do not know the team, I do not know the opponents. So this is a question you can ask me in 2 or 3 weeks about what I think is possible for the Nepal team, and then I have to see what is the quality of our opponents.
What else do you know about Nepalese players right now, the infrastructures, the challenges, and what do you know right now as we speak? Because after 2 weeks we're going to have the same conversation again. By then you'll have more information, right?
Yes.
So right now, what is the facts or information that you are very well acquainted with and want to immediately start working on with Nepalese volleyball?
Yeah, what I heard from Matt van Wezel and Leslie is that they are fit, they jump well, they are fast, but that they have to improve in some skills, and they have to improve in working in a system, and to reduce their unforced errors. So there are 3 big things to improve. So I think when I'm working with it, we have a big challenge for the coming month.
So what is your expectation, or what would you like in terms of support it could be anything from infrastructures to facilities for players, benefits for players, because our players are not paid well enough. So there are numerous challenges of which I'm sure you will be able to explore in the coming days. So your expectation from all the stakeholders that are related to volleyball in specific.
I have learned when I go abroad, and especially when I go to a completely different country like Nepal, and I had my experience at the Solomon Islands, is that I start without expectations. And then I will see the issues when we need some more support, and we need for that. I will sit down with the coaches, and I will sit down with the management, and then we have to look how we can find a way to improve that. And it is not a coach, and also an experienced coach, and also a coach from a very good volleyball country. Is not a magician. He's just a coach, and he can help a lot. And I'm for sure we will have a great experience in these 3 months, and we will improve and we will adjust things. But we will have also our disappointments, and so step by step we have to do this. And that is also my way of working. You can not arrange and change everything in 1 or 2 days.
You have a lot of impressive records. If we look at your profile, you have achieved so many different things over your career. What challenge do you think would be the major hurdle, the major one within the next 3 months?
The challenge for me will be the communication, because volleyball is a sport with 6 players on a small court, and there is communication very. But I do not understand your language, and to help them, I need communication. This will be a big challenge. How find a way. I'm a coach who is taking attention on the mindset of the player, and when I want to improve the mindset or change the mindset of a player or some players a bit, I need a lot of communication, and that will be, I think, a very big challenge.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time.
Okay.
We obviously are going to sit together again as you progress, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.